Hey everybody, this is Jason, and I wanted to put together a video of how some of my different fuzz pedals and my overdrive pedals stack together. I know that there's a lot of, a lot of people are wondering if this overdrive might stack well with this other overdrive or a fuzz, and I wanted the same thing for the pedals that I have. I have 7 here. And I'm just going to go through some demonstrations. First, let me introduce the pedals. We have the Marshall Governor 2 Plus overdrive here. Kind of a heavier, gainier overdrive, like a Marshall would make, you know. Here we have the Gretsch Relic Drive Plus, basically a tube screamer with a little we have a cut knob which kind of boosts or gain or reduces some of the higher frequencies. Here, the way huge green Rhino, another overdrive. Down on the bottom row, we have the fuzz pedals. This is made by a guy in Athens, Georgia, named he has McNeese Music, and he has this a fuzz pedal, which I believe is a clone of a fuzz face. Pretty sure. But it has a knob that can bypass the tone control, and it's pretty crazy. Here we have a Hartman Vintage Germanium Fuzz. Here's a BBE Free Fuzz, and last on this side we have a Seymour Duncan Tweak Fuzz. So that lets you know what we got here. I'm gonna see how these stack together. So I'm going to start with the Hartman because it's usually my go-to fuzz pedal. So I think probably we want to start with a solid foundation, so I'll put it like this. Free Fuzz also has a flat bottom, so I'll kind of give it the same treatment also, line these guys up. Then I'll go for the handmade McNeese Fuzz because it has a flat side, and I think that's going to go really well with these two. Yeah, that's stacking nicely. So I probably don't want to stack more than 3 in this one. So off to the side, like in my second channel, I'll start off with the Seymour Duncan Tweak Fuzz, and I'll pair that up with the green Rhino. You see, that stacks really well. Let me actually get the camera in closer on this, just to give you an example. See? That's stacking pretty good. Alright, let me put the camera back wherever we had them. Okay, so we see that's going pretty well. Now we're going to start our third stack. Uh-oh. Well, yeah. Let me try that again. You know, these older pedals sometimes short out a little bit. You don't quite get the consistency that you do on. Well, I'll go ahead and put this one in the back. We'll start with the Gretsch Relic Drive here. We'll put that up, and now the Governor 2 has its real solid pedal, built like a tank, heavy, very heavy. So we'll just go ahead and lie it like that. Give it sort of a flat bottom, more of a flat response. And that should do fine on our third channel. I want to go back to the first channel here, see if maybe we can change out what we were doing in the first place. Start off with the real heavy fuzz right there. And we're just going to side swipe these guys like that. Now I think that's probably going to stack pretty well on the first channel. You know, I didn't even think about it. I really could be adding these daisy chains for a more stable connection. I really hate that interference that you can sometimes get from the batteries and from the DC to AC current, and then back with the AC unregulated current. And then, you know, you want to make sure that all of your resistors are capped and filtered. Now, I have these 3 daisy chained together. They're stacked. No noise. I don't hear anything. Yeah, no hiss at all. So that sounded really good. I'm going to go ahead and daisy chain these to channel 3. We're going to bypass channel 2. Channel 2 is bypassed right now. We're going to go to channel 3. We're going to daisy chain the bottom on 3 through the Nick Greer. Watch this. I'm gonna phase invert the governor 2. It's totally true bypass. You can't hear any difference. It's clean. It's clean signal, clean power. I just phase regulated it, inverted, and now it's joined up. So now we have 2 overdrives and 3 fuzz pedals. I'm not hearing anything. It's completely clean. It's for certain powerful. It weighs about probably like close to 8 or 8.5 pounds right now. I'm gonna see about getting these up front so you can kind of hear them louder in the mix. All right. So now look what we have here. We have these 2 drives. I moved them further up in the mix. I'm going to go ahead and connect these up. Alright, and I realize that you can't really see because I'm blocking it now, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a look later. These are all plugged up to each other. No noise. True bypass. I have a buffer right here. So that, you know, if any of them fall, they have a buffer. Maybe I should put the buffer over here. Yeah. Put the buffer right there. See, watch. Check this out. True bypass. They're all clean power. Buffer. The buffer worked on the free fuzz and the way huge. You kind of couldn't do anything with the buffer on the Hartman just because that really performs best with the battery anyway. Right now I have the inverter switch regulated, and it's the trim bias is it's unbolted from the chassis, so basically it's like a solderless pedal. Like there were no solder connections at all in here. It's all just kind of vacuum sealed in the orange drop capacitor juice. So that's probably why I didn't need the buffer. Again, it's not going to harm the tone in any way. I just felt that it needed to be first in the line in the chain because you know, you always put that unfiltered, unregulated, phase inverted orange drop fuzz first. Just because that's how Billy Gibbons did it. So, well, that pretty much sums it all up. I have my one spot right here. I'm going to go ahead and power up everything with the one spot. I'll just leave that like that. And I'll go ahead and put this right here. And I'll have the original box for the governor, and I'll go ahead and stack these, and I don't know, I'll put that buffer in there too, and I'll hang on a second. Let me go ahead and stack these up. Been meaning to find a new place for this octave pedal with the true bypass. And all right, and then of course the volume. All right, well, I think that does it for now, everybody. So thanks for watching my video, and I'll be back tomorrow with more true video.